Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. GamePie. This is Let's Play Sonic 3 & Knuckles Part 5. Last time we went through Carnival Night Zone and it was crazy fast. No problems at all. This time, it's time for Ice Cap Zone, folks. Now, one thing that I'd like to point out is that, as you know, I mentioned in Sonic & Knuckles that, what zone was it? Flying Battery Zone was originally going to be in Sonic 3, between Carnival Night Zone and Ice Cap Zone. I mentioned that the cannon at the end of Sonic's version of of Carnival Night Zone would launch you on to Flying Battery Zone, and then at the end of Flying Battery Zone, you knock off a door, which will... Oh, by the way, this prevents you from going on Sonic's path, so you have to take your own. Anyway, Sonic jumps out of Flying Battery Zone and knocks the door off, which would then act as his snowboard at the beginning of his version of Ice Cap Zone. This can further be supported by the fact that, well, basically, Knuckles takes a teleporter to Ice Cap Zone. And originally, he wasn't going to be in Flying Battery Zone at all, for a variety of reasons. First of all, Sonic knocked it out of the sky, so there's a good reason why it shouldn't even exist at this point. And whenever I get to Flying Battery Zone, I'll give you other reasons to believe that he shouldn't have gone through the level. But anyway, the fact that he uses a teleporter is very important. Also, there are usually mini puzzles where you have to ride on certain platforms to knock down these various walls. Well, Knuckles doesn't have to do those, because he's Knuckles. And he is awesome. It is one thing that the makers of the Sonic Advance series didn't seem to use that often, is the fact that Knuckles can break down certain walls. I mean, there were some times whenever he would be able to use it, but it wasn't quite as potent as it is in this game. Alright, time for the mini-boss that you guys didn't really get to see that much. So, if this thing was a Robot Master, he'd be one of those Robot Masters that gives Mega Man the shield weapons. And actually, I think that this would be very good for Robot Master. So he sends his icicles up into the air, and then they fall. And, yeah, that's it. You can't hit him while he's up there, because he's too high. And, yeah, at this point, the boss is just tedium. Yep. Can't do anything. Really, look at this guy. He isn't really dangerous at all. He's just kind of annoying. Anyway, yeah, the boss wasn't really changed at all, except for the fact that, well, really Knuckles was changed, and that he can't jump as high as Tails or Sonic, so you can't hit him all the time. So here we have a zone that, as you'll see later in the level, it is connected to the pathway that Sonic and Tails take, but because you start at completely different areas, it doesn't appear that way for most of the level. It's only at the very end that you see that anything connects. And we have water. Now, something that I'd like to note about Knuckles is that he can actually last longer underwater than Sonic and Tails can. About 2 seconds longer, I believe. So, yeah, this isn't really useful because, like I said, a lot of water areas were removed in Knuckles' version of the game. But it's still there, you know, like for Hydro City, and that's about it. Because, I mean, even in this level, there aren't really pathways in the water, it's just mostly endless pits down there. Knuckles' lack of an air shield makes these enemies very annoying. Alright. We should be coming up to the point... Ah, yes, Robotnik boxes. Don't attack these. Yes, this is the point where we can definitely see that the Sonic pathway and the Knuckles pathway are interconnected. Because we did go this way as Tails during my Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Let's Play, if you recall. Yes, Knuckles always taking the underground path. I mean, he did jump out of the ground whenever we first saw him back in Sonic 3. Not that you actually got to see that cutscene, but he did. That's what happened. He's very much associated with the Earth. Alright, time to get revenge on this boss. Now, Egg Robo, his special tactic this time is the fact that he brings the platform up and down. He's kind of a jerk that way. There we go. Yeah, he's not being any trouble this time. Just hit him twice more and bam, he's done. Alright folks, well this has been Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles Part 5. I'll see you guys next time for Launch Base Zone.